Welcome to Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. My name is CT Dice, and this is the CT Dice Sports Channel on YouTube. It's Friday, March 7, 2025. And I'll Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. We pick games every Friday for soccer, NBA, and the NFL. The NFL is done, so pause it to 20 units. The NFL is done for this season, so we're back the next season. It's currently free agency. A lot of interesting news in the NFL. But we're going to keep it to what it is for Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is, and we're going to go right into the picks for Friday, March 7th, 2025. So we're going to have some soccer picks. NBA for Friday, March 7th, soccer for the weekend going that we're actually heading into. It was an excellent week in soccer. Not so much for NBA last Friday, but we're going to start with the picks for soccer. Premier League is back. Had a little break here. Had the FA Cup in England. So we're going to have 3 Premier League games, 2 Spanish La Liga games, and 1 German Bundesliga game. We're going to take a look right into it. Tottenham at home versus Bournemouth. I like Bournemouth here. I think Tottenham struggle defensively. Maybe a high scoring game. Bournemouth to score over 2.5 goals out of 3.6, 2 units. Manchester United at home versus Arsenal. This would usually be the game of the week. Not so much. Man U isn't playing so great. You look at the table and you wouldn't actually think they're top team. But Arsenal coming in here off of a 7-1 UEFA Champions League defeat. Rather, off of a 7-1 UEFA Champions League whooping off PSV Eindhoven, with so many players getting it, 6 players actually scoring, with Martin Odegaard getting 2 goals in that game. I say Arsenal win away from home at Old Trafford. Is Old Trafford actually a scary ground anymore? I don't think so. Arsenal wins by more than 1 goal out of 3.2, 3 units, score over 2.5 goals, 2 units, and just a little sprinkle of a big race to score over 3.5 goals out of 11, 1 unit. West Ham versus Newcastle on Monday, March 10, 2025. I like Newcastle away from home here. West Ham, I don't think it's a very good team. They're at home, makes it a little bit difficult. Newcastle has been playing a whole lot better recently. I like Newcastle going away from home, not just to win, but to win by 2 goals out of 4, 2 units, go over 2.5 goals out of 4, 2 units. As well, now to the Spanish La Liga. Athletic Bilbao at home versus Mallorca. Mallorca are big underdogs out of 5.75 to win the game. I'll take a chance here. Athletic Bilbao played in Europe on Thursday. I think they lost to Roma away from home 2-1. So I like Mallorca to come here. Maybe a little tired legs on Sunday, March 9th. Mallorca to win out of 5, maybe score over 1.5 goals. Things like this, penalties could happen. So Athletic Bilbao, the odds are just fantastic. Mallorca to score over 1.5 goal out of 5, 2 units as well. Real Sociedad versus Sevilla, similar situation. Real Sociedad played in Europe versus Manchester United. That game ended 1-1. I'd like Sevilla going away from home here, possibly win the game. A draw would also be a good one, but I'll take Sevilla value out of 3.6 to win 2 units and to score over 1.5 goal out of 3.75, 2 units as well. And to cap it off for soccer, German Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund versus Augsburg. Same, Borussia Dortmund played in Europe in the Champions League at home, drew 1-1 to Lille of France. I say Augsburg comes in here. They've been playing decently in the league and wins the game. Kind of an offset out of 6, great value. Augsburg also to score 2 goals in this game. Borussia Dortmund recently lost to Bochum after playing in Europe 2-0. That was away from home, but still, they have a chance to slip up here at home versus Augsburg, and you want to take it at those odds out of 6 as well. Soccer going great, positive 33.61 units for this season, starting from August 2024 up until now, till the soccer season finishes sometime April, May 2025. But we're up 33.6 units, so we got units to play with. What that simply means is you put $1 since the start of the season in soccer on here with this picks, and you'll be up in units, or that's in dollars. If you put $100, you're up $3,361. We're going to go to basketball. It's for Friday, March 5th in the NBA. Lots of games, some interesting ones here. We do have 5 games here that I'm interested in. They lost a game on Friday. It's a full card. Cleveland Cavaliers at the Charlotte Hornets. I'm going to start with that. You would notice I'm targeting a lot of the teams that are tanking in the NBA. Some of these teams don't want to play basketball anymore. They just want the season to wrap up, go have some vacation, and stop having to deal with the grueling travel and expectations of the NBA for a lot of these teams. Even the upper management is kind of ready to go and draft and get ready for the draft. So Cleveland away at Charlotte Hornets. Hornets is one of those teams. They're 17-point underdogs. Everything about Cleveland I like it here. Cleveland almost doesn't take a game off at how fantastic that they've been. I think 12-game winning streak. I think Cleveland comes in here, could win the first half by over 15 points, full game by over 27 points, score over 69 in the first half, and over 134 for the full game. Those are really high. Everybody knows Charlotte sucks. Everybody knows Cleveland is one of the best teams in the NBA right now. So you don't get a lot of value. But either way, complete beatdown is on the cards here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Memphis Grizzlies at the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks are 10-point underdogs, total 239. I'm going with the Mavericks here. Mavericks have been struggling a little bit here with their recent results, but they kind of get a good matchup here. It could be away from home at Dallas, but the Dallas Mavericks, after Kyrie Irving suffered a season-ending injury, Anthony Davis still on the shelf, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, still not playing a lot of players out for the Dallas Mavericks. A couple of days ago, Milwaukee beat them down by over 30 points. I'm not saying Memphis gets to 30 points, but first half, they could win by over 12, full game by over 20, score over 68 in the first half, and over 132 for the full game, all odds of 4 or more. Portland Trailblazers at the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder are favored by just 1 over under 226. If you follow the NBA, you know the Oklahoma City Thunder are probably the best team playing the regular season right now in the NBA. So why are they favored by 1 against the poor and really bad Portland Trailblazers? It's because the Oklahoma City Thunders are going to be resting their starting 5 players on Friday. I think their backup is still pretty good, but I'm going to take the chance here on the Portland Trailblazers. Has been playing well in the last 10 games to take advantage of a second unit. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Lugens Dot, all the starting team for Cassian Wallace are all going to be rested as announced by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thank you so much for announcing that early and not waiting till the last minute to do it for the OKC Thunder. So I'm going to take Portland here to win the first half by 6 points, full game by 9, score over 62 in the first half and over 121 for the full game. Just a play that if you're getting a lot of backups that are not used to this minutes, Portland might be more prepared to take advantage of that. It's actually a tricky sport, considering the backups for OKC would also want to put up a good showing at home. With the Jazz are the Toronto Raptors. Raptors favored by 4, over 230 for the total. Not going with the total here. I'm just going to take the Raptors to win the first half by 9 and the full game by 14. Utah is also going full tank mode. Not that the Toronto Raptors are not going full tank mode, but they seem to care a little bit more and get and play more competitive games recently, and they're at home as well in Toronto, Canada. San Antonio Spurs are the Sacramento Kings. Kings are home and favored by 5, over 236 for the full game. Here I'm just gonna go with the Sacramento Kings at home, playing a little bit better. San Antonio Spurs lost Wembanyama for the full season, struggling defensively. I say Sacramento Kings win by over 13 in the first half, over 24 for the full game. Scores over 67 in the first half and over 128, all minimum odds of 4 or more. So that'll be all for the picks for soccer and NBA. We're going to do a quick recap from last week. Soccer, excellent week last week. AC Milan was home versus Lazio. I picked Lazio to win that game. They were underdogs out of 3.4, and they did win 2 units. Got 6.8 units back in that solo game last week. So now we're up to positive 33.61 units in soccer. And for basketball, didn't go so great. Only one of the odds did come through. Alternative first half total odds over 129. 4 combined between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. Big game in the Eastern Conference last week, Friday. They scored 64-74 in the first half. Total for the game, 123-116. And did also cover in the first quarter for that game. New York Knicks at Memphis Grizzlies. That game ended 114-113. Not as high scoring as expected. The total was over 244. It ended 27 halftime, 56-59. Denver Nuggets and the Detroit Pistons, pretty high scoring, but we're targeting the Pistons here, and they did not come through as the Nuggets beat the Pistons away from home on a back-to-back comfortably. 134-119, halftime 68-63. 23 units, 12 units back, negative 11. We're still up big, plus 99.20 units in the NBA. Don't forget, liking the content on here, the City Dice Sports channel. This is Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is, every Friday on here. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Peace.